Hey, Shalom, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, elder bishops of the great millstone. Peace and blessings, salutations to the sincere believers, the hopefully elect of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, listening and learning. So, back with a few articles from the People's Voice.tv, going into once again the diabolical plans of the world banking elites, which are Edomites. All right. So we're gonna start off here. Your man Kill Gates Foundation insider boasts billions will die in 2024 pandemic. And a few months ago, he actually made a statement, Kill Gates, that the next coming pandemic will make the CV-19 look like child's play. That it's going to be pretty much one of the biggest, health disasters in human history outside of the Black Death, the bubonic plague. Okay, which pretty much back in the day, wiped out over half of Europe's population. Well, he's saying that it's about to be worse than that. He's saying billions will die. Now, going back to the Georgia Guidestones, it said what? To maintain humanity below or at 500 million. So this devil, they about to come down with that great wrath. You know what I'm saying? And brother's been bringing it out a lot, Revelation 12 and 12, because this is the time that we in. You see, these devils understand that their time is pretty much at an end. So the Lord has them in the spirit to hasten their agenda. They understand they ain't got another 10, 20, 30, 50 years, man. This is the end of their rulership. All the signs in the earth are a sign of that. And if you think Esau don't know the scriptures, he don't read the Bible, then you sadly mistaken. All right, these devils study prophecy, man. They're not gonna come out and tell you that, but they study the Bible because they understand at the end of the day that the Bible is the ultimate authority on everything that's going on within the planet Earth pertaining to prophecy. You know what I'm saying? But even within that, the Lord got them in a state of perplexity and confusion because here it is, Esau. His thing right now is to, well, I know that I'm seeing chariots and the nations are rising up against me. I'm being exposed, right? So his thing is, all right, I need to speed up the plan. Okay, I need to get the ball rolling right now because if I wait any longer, it's all gonna fail. But what Esau failed to realize is that uh, him speeding up his agenda is actually speeding up his own destruction. So let's get into this, right? It says in this article here, 3 years ago, Bill Gates openly bragged that a future pandemic would wipe billions of people off the face of the earth. Now, how could he make such a statement? How would he know that such a thing would take place? Well, this is one of their self-fulfilling left-hand prophecies because they are the ones that's going to bring this pestilence, this medical pandemic to pass. And ultimately, they think this is part of their own depopulation agenda. But at the end of the day, who does it really go back to? It all goes back to the Lord, man. Because ultimately, this is the Lord's depopulation agenda. Because the scriptures already tell you that 2/3 of the Israelites and also 2/3 of the whole earth population is going to be cut off. You see? So really, the Lord has Esau in the spirit to move how he moving. Because this is ultimately the Lord's will that's about to be done. Because majority of the earth, is really only 1/3 remnant left that are righteous, man. Okay, pretty much all people outside of the 1/3 remnant are wicked. And hey, the scriptures tell you that the wages of sin is what? Is death. So these wicked ass people, they gonna have to know death by pain because they refuse to repent. You know what I'm saying? It says, speaking with his trademark smirk. And these devils think what they doing is funny, man, but they gonna find out real soon that the Most High ain't laughing with their ass, man. Okay, they gonna find out real soon that the Most High about to put some serious hell on them once it's all said and done. So it ain't gonna be no more smirking. It ain't gonna be no more smiling and you know making cruel gestures, man. The Most High about to put a stop to all what these devils is doing. But for the sake of prophecy to be fulfilled, they got to go forth and do what they do. Gates could not have been clear about his plans for the future. Okay. Let's get into this.
Three years ago, Bill Gates openly bragged that a future pandemic would wipe billions of people off the face of the earth. Speaking with his trademark smirk, Gates couldn't have been clearer about his plans for the future. Now, according to a Gates Foundation insider, plans for the promised pandemic are underway, and the global elite are planning to shift their depopulation agenda into high gear. What is the event they're planning? It is a severe pandemic, worse than COVID-19, targeting young people and children. Gates is trying desperately to stop any information about this disturbing plan from leaking out to the public. But unfortunately for him, there are now too many people determined to expose his evil agenda to the world. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community and support the channel, and visit collective.thepeoplesvoice.tv to claim a stake in the channel, earn profits, and have a say in what we do. Gates is furious that his plans are being thwarted by so-called conspiracy theorists who are determined to expose his evil agenda. Appearing on the Trevor Noah podcast this week, Gates railed against so-called conspiracy theorists who are making his super important work much harder than it used to be. Gates only has himself.
And the crazy thing is, you know, people such as Bill Gates and others, they'll speak ill of so-called sea theorists when they know that the so-called sea theorists, which you can't even call it a theory no more because they've openly been saying it. This is what they want to do. So how can you still call it a theory? But that's the devil for you, man. He gonna piss on your leg and tell you it's rain, even when everybody else can see plainly that this is what's going on. This is the agenda. But he can't, like, what do you want him to say? Like, he's not just gonna come out and say, yeah, I want to delete, 6 to 7 billion people, man. He can't just come out and say that, even though everyone can see that that's what's being set up. But the devil gonna be the devil. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. You know, he was on the Trevor Noah podcast, and he's pretty much making light of what the sea theories are saying. Because, listen, man, at the end of the day, these devils know that the jig is up. They know that everybody knows. And ultimately, this is why they're going to have to shut down the internet and do a hard reset on society, because they don't want nobody to speak out against what they're doing. And when they move to implement their draconian unrighteous decrees, pretty much if you're against that, if you speak against it, then you're the enemy. Okay, you're going to be thrown into sea camps. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be jailed unrighteously. You know, scriptures speak about that the devil shall cast some of you into prison. This is the time that we're coming into. You see, freedom of speech is about to be no more. You know, even what we're doing right now, the prophets on the highways and hedges on the YouTube and different platforms. You know what I'm saying? Us speaking this word, breaking it down with the scriptures, man. This is about to be over with real soon. Okay, because the scriptures speak about a famine of the word. You know, a famine of hearing the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know, and these things, hey man, this thing is about to happen sooner than what you believe, because these devils, once again, they're being exposed everywhere that they look. No one is watching mainstream media no more. Nobody trusts the government. You know what I'm saying? So, as was prophesied, I believe it was Daniel, the 4th chapter, that in the last days, men would run to and fro, and knowledge would greatly increase. So, through the means of the internet, okay, this is part of the reason why the Lord set up the internet, so this truth can pretty much go worldwide. But through the means of the internet, these devils are being exposed. The truth is being declared to the four corners of the earth, and because of that, the spotlight is on Esau Edom, okay, the wicked of the earth, all right, which Bill Gates and and then mind you, right, all these people, Gates, he was on Epstein Island. All right, among with many other people that are highly esteemed in this world. So these people are straight up devils, man. These people are demons. All right, and this is the guy that founded Microsoft, but he's at the forefront of bringing in this NWO. All right, along with Klaus Schwab and Noah Yuval Harari. you know, which was, you know, they're like lesser elites, you know what I'm saying? You know, they're not Rockefeller Rothschild status, you know, but they're up there, you know what I'm saying? Like they have influence as to you know, how the earth is you know, gonna be run in this new system. But yeah, man, you know, the Lord is exposing these devils at every turn, you know, and they openly boasting about it. But what the scriptures say, Psalms 10:3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and bless the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. You see, so the wicked, going back to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. But who is the wicked? Who rules over the planet Earth? Who's pushing all these wicked philosophies and you know, wicked you know, unrighteous decrees all around the planet Earth? Who's the one starting all these wars? Okay, who's the one going into every nation, setting up coups, you know, putting puppet leaders in place, stealing people's resources? Okay, talking about, you know, the next pandemic is about to knock off billions of people. Who are the ones saying these things, man? Is it the so-called China man? Is it is it the so-called Japanese? Is it the East Indian? Is it the African? No, man. It's one group of people that's doing this, and we all see who it is, man. So according to the scriptures, okay, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Esau, Edom. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who gave you white Jesus? Huh? Who gave you white Moses and you know, white angels, man? He covered the faces of the judges. This is the wicked that the scriptures speak of, man. This is why they can openly come out and say these things and not give a damn about it, because this is what they were set up to do. Okay, this is what the Lord want them to do. Okay, as it is written, the Lord has created all things for his purpose, even the wicked for the day of evil. So these wicked men, all right, who have all this power, all this influence, all this money, you know, to pretty much make their wicked desires come true. This is what they've been set up to do, to bring hell upon the earth, man. All right, let's continue.
Self to blame. Like other members of the global elite, he's now become so arrogant that he's saying the quiet parts out loud. Whereas once this kind of talk would only have been possible in a dark and smoky back room, Gates is now sharing his vision for the depopulation of the world right out in the open. Remember Event 201, a preparedness exercise featuring a coronavirus pandemic, conducted in October 2019 under the auspices of the World Economic Forum and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and involving the usual suspects including the World Health Organization, China's CDC, Anthony Fauci and others. The timing was exquisite, and the COVID-19 pandemic started within weeks of the exercise.
So yeah, I ain't gonna get too deep into that, because you know, E probably gonna hit me for you know, misinfo, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but you know, y'all can just go to the peoplesvoice.tv and check these videos out for yourself, you know. But yeah, man, these devils is coming with it. You see, let me read this right here. It says, Gates is furious that his plans are being thwarted by so-called sea theorists. Now, why would you, if sea theorists are just a bunch of bug outs, they just, you know, a bunch of people that's off the rocker, right? Why would you be upset at what they're saying? Because crazy people shouldn't be taken seriously, right? No, you're upset because what these people are saying has weight to it. Okay, what these people are saying is pretty much obvious. You've even said it yourself. But being the devil that you are, right? You have to create you know, deception. Okay, you have to create some form of reasonable doubt, and ultimately because you said so. Okay, you can't prove that this is not what you're trying to do. You can't prove otherwise. You know, you're just against it because you have the power to say that you're against it. Okay, these people, once again, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, they have the power to silence whoever does not agree with them. This is the kind of power that they have. Okay, that right there is true racism. You see, you have the power to enact your wicked desires, okay, to impose them autocratically, you see, who are determined to expose his evil agenda. Okay. Appearing on the Trevor Noah podcast this week, Gates railed against so-called conspiracy theorists who are making his super important work. So you see that these devils believe, Salaki, what they're doing is a super important work, that this is good for the planet. Okay, and going back to the scripture that says the spirit which is lifted up in him is not upright. But that's talking about E. Okay, that's talking about the Edomite, because they believe that destroying billions of people on the planet, they believe that that's a good thing in their twisted reprobate mind. You see, they don't believe that there's anything wrong with it. But why? Because this man is the wicked. Okay, he was created to be this way. He don't know no other way, man. And what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, what? The thief cometh not, but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and have it more abundantly. Okay, so Esau, which he is that thief. Once again, he's stealing people's resources. He's stealing people's land. Okay, he has stolen the true Israelites. Okay, he's jacked people's identities, man, all over the earth. He's done the same thing. So he is the thief. You see? And it cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. All right. So right now, the man of sin is being revealed in his time. And it's obvious to see who that son of perdition, who that man of sin, the vessels, fitted for wrath are. Okay. And it's the Edomite. Okay. Starting with the elites of Edom. All right. But it says, who are making his quote unquote super important work much harder than it used to be. Gates only has himself to blame. Like other members of the globalist elite, he has become arrogant and is now saying the quiet parts out loud. Okay, which that goes into what? The secret counsel of the wicked, man. You see? The secret counsel of the wicked, like King David said in Psalms, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the workers of iniquity. You see, so these devils sit up all night, man, and devise of new wickedness they can bring upon the planet, man. You see, like right now, they're actually looking to make virtual reality your everyday existence. Okay, they're saying by 2050, real sex between human beings won't even be a real thing, because everyone is going to be into having sex in the metaverse. Okay, which that also goes into their population control. So the mind of Esau Edom is sick and twisted, and this is why ultimately the Lord is going to take this man out of the way. Okay, this is why the Lord is going to destroy this man. All right, and a lot of people are afraid to call it out for what it really is. But hey, man, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, get started with the elites. They going into slavery, and after that, Obadiah 1:18. This is Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So these devils can't even sleep unless they think up some wickedness, unless they come up with some bullshit, pretty much. Okay. And why? Because that's the spirit. Okay. See, when you're created to be something, then you have to be that. Okay. A dog a dog was created to be a dog, right? So what do dogs do? Dogs bark. Okay. Dogs pee on trees and sniff other dogs' butts. That's how he was created to be. So he can't be no other way. The dog doesn't know any other way to be. It's not that the dog is wicked, it's just that the dog was set up for that specific purpose, man. Well, it's the same thing with the wicked. Okay, it's the same thing with Esau Edom. All what he's doing within the earth, he was created to do these things. He's the vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. He is the wicked. So to really even to ask the question, well, why is this man doing this? Like why is he? Hey, well, it all goes back to the scriptures, man. Okay, it all goes back to the Bible. Okay, it all goes back to prophecy that this man will be doing this. You see? Verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. So their bread and their drink is wickedness and violence. Okay, they consume and they practice wickedness and violence like how a man would eat bread and drink wine. Okay, it's like nothing to them. This is what they do. You see? Gates only has himself to blame. Like other members of the globalist elite, he has become arrogant. Okay, I read that, Salakia. What was that? Okay. Whereas once this kind of talk would have only been possible in a dark and smoky back room, Gates is now sharing his vision for the depopulation of the world right out in the open. So you see what the men of the Lord have been saying, okay? Because starting with the elders and apostles, all right, they've been bringing out the wicked for decades, man. But now we're in a time where it says in 2 Habakkuk 2 and 3 that what the vision is yet for an appointed time. Okay, so hey, the scriptures are speaking now, because now is the appointed time for these things to come forth, man. Now is the time for the wicked, which pretty much they've been exposing themselves. You know, we don't really have to even expose the wicked no more, man. Like they're coming out and they're openly saying these things themselves. So all they're doing is justifying the scriptures even more. Okay, that they the damn devil. You see? In case you doubt that the elite are happy about this, take a look at the size of Bill Gates' psychopathic smile when CNN Fareed Zakaria says the economy is going to take a long time to recover. Let's see this real quick.
Hey, this is the last hoodie you're ever going to need to buy.
Bearskin tactical hoodie. Bearskin hoodie.
3 years ago, Bill Gates openly bragged that a future pandemic would wipe billions of people off the face of the earth. Speaking with his trademark smirk, Gates couldn't have been clearer about his plans for the future. Now, according to a Gates Foundation insider, plans for the promised pandemic are underway, and the global...
Okay, Salakia, so that's pretty much like the same video. But anyway, man, you can see where these devils are going. And also what he's about to bring out is this digital ID, which is going to go hand in hand with the mark, okay, the MOTB. And of course, he's the man to do it because he's the founder of Microsoft, okay, micro meaning small and soft, and it being an abbreviation for software. So he's, since the very beginning, this has always been the agenda, to be underneath the skin, okay, to always know what you're thinking, to always know what you're doing, to pretty much keep tabs on you, at all times, okay? Because why? Esau Edom has a God complex. You see, this man, all right, he wants to be like the Most High. See, he wants to have complete control over you, and this is really this is a desperate attempt to hold on to his rulership. So this is a desperate attempt, a last ditch effort to keep himself in power, but it's all going to be in vain at the end of the day. Because why? Well, let's get it. Why is this going to happen, man? Because ultimately the Lord, okay, he's going to cut off that long disease. Ecclesiasticus 10 and 10, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And who is the king right now over the planet Earth? Well, it's Esau Edom. All right, but the Lord said, what? He going to cut off that long disease, which Esau, he's the cancer of the whole earth. Everywhere this man go, death follows, man. And here it is, these devils talking about death once again, talk about in 2024, billions of people is going to be knocked off the planet. We are not making this up, okay? The men of the Lord, all right, we don't have to speak falsehoods, man. Like, these devils are proclaiming these things themselves. All we doing is bringing it out and breaking it down with the scriptures to show you that the words of prophecy are faithful and true. Okay, the words that come out of the Heavenly Father's mouth will not return unto him void. So everything that the Heavenly Father spoke aforetime through the mouth of his servants, the prophets, is happening today, because now is the appointed time for these things to come forth, and for the words that the Lord's men speak to be justified. Okay, so all that gainsaying, all that scoffing, all that's about to stop once these things come forth. But we telling you about it right now to give you warning, so that when these things do come, you're not gonna have no excuse to say, oh, well, nobody tell me, or like, what I'm saying, I never heard. Nah, man, it's gonna be on. Okay, it's gonna be game time. And if you ain't take heed to the report, if you did not listen to the report, your card is gonna be pulled. All right, you're going to be looking stupid, because you should have listened to the men of the Lord when we was telling you what's about to happen. All right, so let me jump to this next one here. Okay, you see, inventor WEF orchestrating pandemics to usher in a NWO. All right, now I'm not going to get into this, but once again, the secret counsel of the wicked now out in the open. Okay, so as it says in Obadiah, the Lord said that he should make Esau bare, that he would uncover his secret places. You see, and even what the Lord is doing as well, that he's putting a spirit on certain whistleblowers to even expose the elites. Okay, people that were once a part, or allegedly once a part of that fold that somehow slipped out, or they just left, which we also know that a lot of these people that are whistleblowers, the elites actually set them up to be controlled opposition. Okay, so we know that as well, but nevertheless, the truth is still coming out about what they're doing, so they can't really hide it no longer. You know what I'm saying? And really, has already lost. Okay, Esau already going to take this L, man, because it's already written. Okay, it's already written that they be doing what they doing right now. It's also written that the prophets will be doing what we doing right now, which is exposing the wicked, exposing the evil, exposing the devil. All right, so yeah, you see it there, man. Okay, the World Economic Forum orchestrating pandemics to usher in a NWO, and that ties into the first article that we was going into, right? So going here, doctors warn millions of patients experiencing lifetime of bone loss 1 year after Capri Sun. So, hey, what more do we need to say? All right. If you don't know who the devil is by now, okay, he who's coming is after the working of Satan. I don't know, man. The Lord just not dealing with you. You see? Millions of people around the world are suffering from a lifetime of bone loss just 1 year after receiving Capri Sun, according to multiple whistleblower doctors. Several severe bone loss occurs just 1 year after getting Capri Sun due to, you see, the RNA eating away at the bone. The doctors I know reporting, but they'll still tell you that, oh, you need to get your booster. Okay, you need to go and get Capri Sun 2.0. Meanwhile, all these people is fucked up. You see, all these people is losing their damn mind. And another thing is, even when they did the clinical trials for the Capri Sun, you had hundreds, okay, even thousands of people at the time, before it was officially released, mind you, people that came out and said that they had adverse health effects, that they were pretty much never the same after that, but they still went out and pushed it. Okay, they still pushed that narrative, man. So, hey, once again, the warning went out. Okay, the men of the Lord told you Israelites, okay, never trust the devil, man. Never trust thine enemy. This man's the devil. He cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. This is all that he's here to do, man. So it's no wonder that 1 year, because let's just keep it on it, man. Like, all the people that took the Capri Sun, you really a fool, man. Because why would you just hastily go and take something that has not even been thoroughly tested? Like, you mean to tell me that they just string together a potion in a couple months, and then now it's just good to go, right? Like, nobody, like where is the long-term testing? But see, it wasn't about long-term. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't about protecting you and protecting your family, as the narrative that was out there was pushed. It was never about that, man. It was all about what you're seeing happen now, okay, which is a lot of people going back to the spirit world. You see, it's a Twitter post: a lifetime of bone loss occurring in 1 year after Capri Sun. All right. Yeah, and the thing is, you can't even sue these people, man, because all those that took the Capri Sun, you had to sign a waiver for them. pretty much you signed your life away. Okay, once you sign that, you signed your life away to keep your job. You signed your life away so that you can continue to, be in this world. All right. And the scriptures say what? That he who seeks to save his life shall lose it. So, hey, all them people that went and took the Capri Sun, guess what? They were seeking to save their life. Okay, they were seeking to continue in this world. All right, but now, 1 year after, okay, many of these people are losing their bones. Okay, many of these people are losing their minds. They're losing control of their body. Which, looking back on it now, well, was it worth it? Clearly not. I can't tell you how many patients he sees per day that tell him their Capri Sun stories. One patient our age said he and his wife both had stikes the same day. So damn, hey man. You know what? But hey, the blood is off our hands, man, because we well warned our people about this. Yeah, you were well warned. So for those of you Jakes that went ahead and took that, hey, I don't know, man. Just God pray that the Most High have mercy on you. But so far, it ain't really not looking too good, man. But this is what happens when you trust in the devil. Okay, he listen. Esau gonna line you up nice every time, man. Okay. All you gotta do is ask the so-called Native Americans. Okay, this man made over 300 treaties and kept not one. So if you don't know by now not to trust the devil, then you pretty much deserve what's coming to you. All right. Philippines launches investigation into unexplained excess deaths. Okay, so again, okay, now all this information is coming out. All right, and they're comfortable to release this information now because the damage has already been done. You see, the damage has already been done because their whole thing was just to get you to take it. If they could just get you to take it, then they got you. Because you can't flush no Capri Sun out your system. Like once you get it, now it's a part of you, so it ain't going nowhere. And the RNA, that was actually had a hand in changing people's makeup, okay, in changing their how can I say it, changing the way that their bodily functions is structured, okay, going down to your molecular level. All right, so it changed it on the molecular level, so you can't reverse that. And now in Philippines, they saying, all these excess deletions. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why you having all these excess deletions in the Philippines and all over the world. Once again, the devil. Hey man, the Most High gonna destroy this devil Esau Edom, man, because he's gone too far. All right, Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Okay, so when they told you, yeah, you need to get a Capri Sun because it's going to protect you, protect your family, you're going to need this because if you work in healthcare or you work in schools, yeah, you need to protect yourself. You need to protect those around you. And, ultimately, this is a benefit for your health. Okay, it's going to keep you safe. It's going to keep you from dying, right? But to come to find out now, many people are dying anyway. You see, many people is going back to the spirit world anyway. I ain't getting no Capri Sun. Brothers didn't get no Capri Sun, but we still here just fine. Okay. We not collapsing from no cardiac arrest. You know what I'm saying? Like we not feeling weird, strange things like we about to pass out. Nah, man, ain't none of that. Brothers is good. Because you know why? You know why brothers is good? Because we listen to the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, we took heed to the spirit. All right? But for 2/3 of our people that went ahead and trusted the physicians of no value, okay, that trusted the forgers of lies, well, guess what? Now, you are reaping what you have sown. Okay, now, your in a position to where you're not even sure if you might wake up tomorrow. And it all comes from trusting the devil. Okay, well, you should already know, looking at this man's history, what he's done all across the earth.
The copy of the said resolution. This is about a 260,000 excess debts that we.
So check out the timeline, right? From 2020 to November 2023. Okay? 66,755 people went back to the spirit world. Okay? And here it's saying the copy of the said resolution, this is about 260,000 excess deaths. The devil, the Bible speaks. So let's continue.
We experience in this country. We'll be showing a graph coming from the Philippine Statistics Authority, and sa DOH meron din po silang mga copies that have been submitted, datas, and we are shocked to find out that there were 262,000 deaths on 2021 alone.
So you heard that, right? 262,000 excess deaths in the year of 2021 alone. Now, once again, I wonder why there were 262,000 excess deaths in the Philippines alone. How much more in Europe? How much more in America that they've swept under the rug? All right, how much more in many of these other places where they pushed this thing? But you see, the devil, he don't care, because like I mentioned before, his thing was just to get you to take it. All right? He don't give a damn what you want to expose and what you want to bring out after the fact, because it doesn't matter. Now he's in you. Okay, now he can shut you off whenever he feel like it. So the fact now that these things are coming out, to them, it really doesn't matter, because you're going to go back to the spirit world anyway. so you can speak against them now all you want. You see? But during that time, what? YouTube was heavily censoring, for info, anything that came out, pertaining to, the thing. They would take a video down. They would strike you. You know what I'm saying? All because you were bringing certain things out that were against the mainstream narrative. All right? But yeah, you see here, man, 262 excess deaths in 2021 alone.
And after that, 2022, nagkaroon pa rin ng 67,000 deaths. And these are all unexplained deaths, no? And that's the reason why this committee is, I think,
So before the pandemic, right? We wasn't seeing this nowhere. All right. Before the whole CV19, you wasn't seeing people just all of a sudden just drop dead like that. There really was no excess mortality, but you see that after a certain point, the numbers just jump up. And those that have understanding, those that have wisdom and knowledge to see what's going on here, you should know exactly why this is happening. Okay, so as the scriptures say, man, to never trust thine enemy. Okay, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So as sure as an iron sword, or iron, a knife or a hammer, surely it will rust at some point. Well, that's the same as Esau, Edom's wickedness. Okay, he may start off seeming like he's squeaky clean and he's shining, right? And he's just the most magnificent thing in the world. But after a while, he gonna show you the horns. Okay, he gonna show you that he's the devil, and that's what he's doing right now. And also this is why it's prophesied that the heaven will reveal his iniquity, and the earth will rise up against him. This is what you're seeing right now. All right. Because a lot of these nations, they're gonna realize that, hold on, wait a minute, Esau deceived us once again with this whole CV-19, and they gonna come up against his ass, man. Okay, this is even why the European nations, you know what I'm saying, NATO and the EU, they gonna turn on America, and that's gonna be one of them. Because once they see that the whole world is against America, America's own allies is going to jump ship too. Because they not going to want to get caught up in all the destruction that is going to come for the war. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get off topic. Let's move on here. Bombshell report. Moderna ran secret op to silence. You see there. Okay, we don't got to get into this, but you see, you know what I'm saying? Again, I brought it out earlier. When this thing first came out, all the people that were tested on their clinical trial, whatever health effects that they had, they were pretty much silenced. They weren't allowed to have a platform and speak about what happened to them, and a lot of them actually ended up passing away. But we already know all this, man. Like, we see one thing with the spirit, like when the spirit tells you to move a certain way, it's really for your own benefit, man, because a lot of people that wasn't operating off the spirit during that time, now they regret it. Okay, now they regret the decision that they made, because they was thinking about money, they was thinking about lifestyle. But what good is money when you in the hospital all the damn time? What good is money when you chronically sick? What good is money when you can't even enjoy it because you so fucked up? And see, that's what people are realizing now, man, that it wasn't worth it. Okay, it wasn't worth it, man. But you trusted in the devil, and you let him destroy you. Okay, last one, and we'll close out. The WHO, the World Health Organization, tells China to wear masks. All right, so yeah, we can close out on this. Salakia, computer started acting up, but the WHO tells China to wear masks and socially distance amid mysterious pneumonia outbreak. Okay, so this is part of that next demic that Bill Gates was speaking about. Now we'll see how this turns out, but we also know that the CV-19 that also came from China. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta watch out for this, because this could be the next thing going into 2024 if they're gonna use as a good reason to shut down the world once again. But everything is through the spirit. We just gotta keep watching and just doing our due diligence through the spirit, man. So I'll go ahead and close out here. Hopefully this lesson was edifying through the Rakah Kadash and closing call Allah, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Shalom to the elect.